rocks. Bula, I'm John from Cornabuanta. Fua, I love listening to the FM, it rocks.
Bula, I'm Teopola.
Bula, I'm Magnisi.
We love listening to the FM because it rocks in Ba.
Hola, my name is Tisa. I've been listening to Today FM.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Good evening, I'm Jackie Spate, and this is FBC News Tonight. No more extra fees, says Education Ministry. Quality education is priority for government. A new and improved FBC News starts next Monday. A directive has been issued to all government schools not to collect PTA levies. Education Minister Mahendra Reddy says the collection of such levies is only allowed to private schools who pay their own teachers. Ali Kimbia has the details.
The Ministry of Education has clearly stated that schools registered under the Ministry of Education and accessing an education grant from the government should not charge any levies.
Except for some private ones out here in Suva, the bigger ones, they are not registered in the Ministry of Education. They have their own teachers. They have they pay their teachers. They charge the fee that they want.
Reddy says schools which fail to adhere to the ruling will be taken to task. This decision has been given the thumbs up by those we spoke to today.
Yeah, the advantage is taking away a lot of pressure. I mean, monetary wise, on the side of the parents.
I'm really happy with the decision by the ministry because education is free now and charging extra levies to our children should not be allowed, as government has provided the grant.
Reddy says the government will continue developing our education system so that students are able to attain quality education. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Prime Minister Vorengem Bainimarama has made his intentions clear to give all Fijians access to essential services. Bainimarama says Fiji cannot afford to take even one step backwards. Here is Ali Kimbia again.
In an effort to continue major developments around the country, Prime Minister Vorengem Bainimarama is eager to deliver the best for all Fijians.
We cannot be fearful of what is to come. We have to keep advancing our country, bringing opportunity into the lives of our people, and building a nation and society we can one day be proud to pass on to our children.
Bainimarama says past governments have failed to deliver their promise to the people, sentiments echoed by the Education Minister.
The entire world knows Fiji is a leader amongst the small states in the Pacific region, and to some extent amongst the small states Pacific, Caribbean and small states African region.
Bainimarama states that government wants all Fijians to have access to the resources they require to better themselves and their communities. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Government will continue to make access to quality education a priority. Prime Minister Vorengem Bainimarama made these comments while opening a new school in Suva today, the second in as many weeks.
The opening of the new Jeremiah College marks the start of an educational journey for the people of Tadirua and the nearby settlements.
This new school is one of the many developments throughout Fiji that my government is working hard to bring into our communities, so that every Fijian has an equal shot at bettering their lives.
The school will start off with 37 Form 3 students, and these students are counting themselves lucky to be pioneers of the school.
We don't have to travel far away because our school, because of the bus fare.
It's good for us when we walk from home to school. I'm happy because it's the first time for me too to be a prefect or head boy, and I'm so happy for the Prime Minister to come and open our new school. And I'm so glad to start school tomorrow.
Bainimarama says his Fiji First government has delivered on their promises.
Past governments failed to make your community a priority. But let me assure you all that those days are over, because my government doesn't simply talk about the importance of education.
Prime Minister Vorenke Bainimarama says that the opening of the school has been a long time coming for the last 30 years as the Tadirua and the nearby community sought to open a high school to end their children's ordeal of travelling long distances. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
A former secretary to the Independent Legal Services Commission is expected to take her plea in March after her charges were consolidated. Afran Anisha is charged with 6 counts of falsification of documents and 2 counts of obtaining a financial advantage. The offences took place between 2012 and 2014. It is alleged the accused, while being employed as the secretary to the Independent Legal Services Commission, dishonestly falsified 6 Bank of Baroda checks amounting to $13,599 by forging signatures of the Solicitor General of Fiji and the payees. As a result, she allegedly obtained a financial advantage, knowing that she was not eligible to receive the financial advantage. Fiji Broadcasting Corporation is launching a new-look news program on Monday. The revamped service is in response to the high demand from news consumers.
Come Monday evening, FBC News will run 45 minutes every weekday.
We have the right mix of a slightly longer news at the right time, for the right viewers, with the right content.
The longer bulletin doesn't mean stories will be long and dreary. FBC is introducing elements which haven't been seen in television news in Fiji to date. There's a dedicated business segment with a new presenter, in-depth weather updates with a new weather girl, and a spruced-up sports segment, including play of the day videos.
It's pushed me personally to deliver the best that I can.
The business segment is going to be more thorough. There'll be more, we'll go out and get specific business stories.
I'm so thrilled for this, and so I guarantee to the audience on Monday, you'll not be disappointed if you tune in on at 7 p.m.
I'm just looking forward to the reaction from the public. It's going to be great that FBC News can give a complete package.
The relevant information. The news bulletin will also have a new set and extend live coverage from the west and north.
A smart nation is a good nation, an educated nation, so we want young people to start watching news from an early age to get educated and to be aware of what's happening around them.
The nightly news service will also cover new media, development stories called Growing Fiji. Fijian Pulse will see comments from everyday Fijians. FBC Chief Executive Ria Syed Kayum says it's taken well over a year to prepare this new service. Edwin Nand, FBC News.
In the news ahead, Lautoka family lives in fear. And top-notch facilities for private hospitals. Stay with us.
मेरा नाम कमल रोशनी है। हम लोगों में रहते हैं और मिर्ची एफएम सबसे बेस्ट स्टेशन है।
हमारा नाम मेसी है, हम गोल्ड टाउन तापुआ में रहता है और मिर्ची इज हॉट इन तापुआ।
Hi, we Bagels. We love Mirchi FM because it's hot.
निवेश तापुआ में रहता है, सुनता है यहाँ मिर्ची एफएम is very hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Welcome back. This is FBC News. Homes and businesses from Wairiki to Welangi in Taveuni are now enjoying 24 hours of electricity supply. This following the completion of the Somo Somo hydroelectricity scheme in the last quarter of 2016. Eleanor Turangaivu was in Somo Somo and files this report.
Lights on. Hundreds of homes, about 10 kilometers towards the north and south ends of Somo Somo in Taveuni, are now connected to the Fiji Electricity Authority grid. According to the head of the Valley Levu clan for Yavusa Somo Somo, Aquila Dawilati, it's been a long time coming.
Initial plans for electrification were discussed with the New Zealand government in 1987, but it was later cancelled until 2008 when it was discussed again. Many of our elders who have been waiting for this have now passed on.
Lamini village in Somo Somo started receiving electricity on the second week of December last year.
I, for one, am grateful. It's made work for us mothers a lot easier, especially getting our children ready for school. Before, I used to use candles to help prepare breakfast and lunch in the mornings. It's such a relief now.
The $15 million project, undertaken by Hunan Construction Engineering Group of China, is expected to generate 700 kilowatts of electricity to a larger part of Tavyuni. Construction works for the project started in mid-2014 and was to have been commissioned by the Prime Minister early last year.
We are grateful and we hope that by the time the project is commissioned, everyone here will get to enjoy the electricity supply. We thank both the governments of Fiji and China for this.
I'm standing here at the Somosomo Hydro Dam, which is located over 600 meters above the mean sea level. The hydro project will be opened by the Prime Minister at the end of February. Eleanor Turangaibiu, FBC News.
A family in Tomuka, Lautoka is living in fear after their home and business were robbed earlier this week. Shop owner Lila Chetty says after almost 20 years of living in the area, this is the first time they've been robbed while sleeping in their beds. Maggie Boyle tells us more.
It's another robbery caught on security cameras. The incident happened early Monday morning and has left the Chetty family rattled.
I was really shaken. We really are afraid.
Business owner Leela Chetty says the thief was prepared, watching and waiting for her to close the shop.
After 11, I just closed all the gates and maybe the thief was still in the premises. He was just hiding somewhere. I don't know from where he entered because when I was switching off the lights, you can see in the CCTV camera that his leg is coming inside, like that.
Seen moving stealthily through the shop, the robber found time to rob other occupants in the residence.
From the internet shop, he went to my sister's room. He opened the back door. He entered into her bedroom. He took her purse. He took $50 from there. He threw all the purse down. Then he entered my bedroom, and then the last one was my shop.
In the video footage, there appears to be a young man wearing only three-quarter pants with his T-shirt draped over his head. If you have any information on his identity, please contact the nearest police station. Police spokesperson Anna Naisora says they are aware of the case and are investigating. The suspect's identity is unknown despite his being visible on camera. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
Police have charged another man in relation to a K-knife hacking incident that occurred in Kashmir, Lautoka, almost 2 weeks ago. The incident, which was caught on camera, involved a duo of men who demanded a cigarette before a fight broke out, leading to one man being hospitalized with stab wounds. Police spokesperson Ananai Soro says one person has been charged with assault, while the other has been charged with theft. Naisoro says the first accused was also injured in the brawl after he was allegedly struck with a K-knife. The second accused, who is charged with theft, is alleged to have stolen a mobile phone belonging to one of the two men they had allegedly threatened. Naisoro says 2 investigations ran concurrently and the knifing is still under investigation as police are still waiting for the victim's medical report. The Madras Institute of Orthopedics and Traumatology Pacific Hospital, formerly Suva Private Hospital, aims to provide medical services and facilities not available in Fiji. A team of specialists from India are carrying out a pilot project to discover what is needed in Fiji. Pranita Prakash reports.
Within 3 weeks of acquiring 30% of the Suva Private Hospital, expansion work has already started.
Rebranded Miyot Pacific Hospital has only 40 beds. The space is small, and so the first move is to renovate the basement, which was the old car park, into a huge treatment and diagnostic center. So when we start, it will only be a 52-bedded facility, even after this upgrade. And we'll probably choose between 3 to 5 areas of medicine to focus on.
Managing Director, Miyot Hospital, Dr. Prithvi Mohandas says they also want to provide affordable medical care.
We have to study the population, we have to study the affordability, and we have to have multiple tiers of pricing. And the details of that are being worked out.
The treatment and diagnostic center is expected to be ready by July. The future plan is to have a 350-bed facility hospital in 3 years. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Be more responsible to patients. This was the directive by Minister for Public Service Ayaz Said Qayyum. While in inducting 90 doctors yesterday afternoon. Syed Qayyum said it was vital for these doctors to treat their patients with dignity at all times. Syed Qayyum adds the government will also focus on bringing in more equipment for improved service delivery. These doctors have studied for 6 years and undertook 2-year internships before being inducted into the system. Now to the latest in sports, here's Jamie.
Nagasaki and good evening. Up ahead, Savanada Rawada confirmed to be in France, and Sebastian Singh pulls out of boxing promotion. Details after the break.
Na yavangunga andi moala radada ranavika o tikongona taunu singa toka ando talisaka na vakaronga na Mbula FM number 2 na serre.
Ya dora subuni kurna bili. Borani batukara hambara binaranga. Do talitakina na varonga na Mbula FM number 2 na serre. Bula.
Bula FM number 2 na serre.
Former Fiji Sevens rep Savanada Rawada is now in France and on his way to join top 14 rugby club La Rochelle. The winger is said to be joining the club despite La Rochelle earlier denying there was anything on paper. Meli Tavanga has more.
There was speculation on Savanada Rawada's link for La Rochelle in October last year, but nothing was confirmed by any parties. Almost 3 months later, it finally came true.
He's going to La Rochelle in France. Rawada came to us, the management and the coach, last week, and he asked for his release. He announced to us that he's going to La Rochelle.
Fiji Sevens team manager Chone Nurua says Rawada did it by the book and sought a release from national duties before leaving last week.
We talk about it with the management staff. We're happy that Rawada is coming, following the channels of communicating in the team, and he was released by coach to go for further on green pastures of rugby that he wishes to do.
Nurua also admits Rawada's absence has left a notable vacuum in the team just over a week away from the Wellington Sevens.
We feel so sad that he left us, but we have to let him go, Rawada, and we blessed him for his future career. Lying ahead of him.
La Rochelle is part of the top 14 competition in Europe and already has a handful of Fijians in the team. Meanwhile, coach Gareth Baber will name his final squad for the Wellington Sevens at the end of this week. Melitawanga, FBC Sports.
As mentioned earlier, Sebastian Singh has pulled out of the Kiran's boxing promotion fight against Australia's Brent Dames due to an injury. Singh injured his shin in training last Sunday, which he received 5 stitches for, and has been ruled out of training for at least 2 weeks. The fight has been rescheduled for the 18th of March. However, the promotion will go ahead on the 11th of next month with Silibeni Nawai taking on Neo Rakautini in the main bout at Nandi's Prince Charles Park. The Fiji Under-17 side had a full training session in New Zealand today ahead of its second match on tour, which is against the Auckland City youth team tomorrow. Coach Selen Lal is now working on the areas that were lacking in the 1-1 draw against the New Zealand Maori Under-19s yesterday. Rohit Deo tells us more.
The Fiji Under-17 side lacked goal-scoring abilities as they missed a lot of chances in their first match on tour.
The boys are anticipating well in the training sessions and now as to whatever is required of them. I think they're taking a very cautious approach. And for the training sessions, I think we have ironed out on the weaknesses that we had in the game.
Coach Selen Lal says the Auckland City youth team will be the toughest his team will play on tour.
Our defending structure will be more tested in this game, as we know that these boys that we will be playing with will be much better on ball compared to us.
The match kicks off at 12 p.m. tomorrow. Fiji is using this tour as a build-up for the Oceania Championship, which will be held in Tahiti next month. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
The Mbua Football Association is still trying to come to terms with the sudden loss of one of its players, Ronald Chand, who died in a tragic road accident yesterday. Association Secretary Deven Prasad says it will be hard to replace a player like Chand and adds that Mbua wants to win the Senior League in 2017 to honor Chand and his contributions to the team.
I know it would be difficult for us to feel that
the void that he has left. And he has been a key member in our team. He has played with us for the Bua district for the past 2 seasons.
The Wellington Phoenix football side has climbed into the top 6 of the Hindi A League for the first time this season, following a dominant 3-0 win over Melbourne Victory last night. Fijian Roy Krishna marked his return from suspension by setting up the first goal for the Phoenix. That's it from sports this evening. It's Business is up next with Jackie.
Fijian Holdings Limited will be holding its special general meeting of shareholders next month. Company Secretary Merione Matavo says on agenda will be nomination for the director of the company representing A-class shareholders. Shareholders will vote for either Ulayasi Taoi or Yogesh Karan. FHL is a listed company with the South Pacific Stock Exchange. Conditions were changeable today as patchy clouds and light rain was the order of the day around the country. Nadi was the warmest spot in the country, followed by other major centres which recorded temperatures in the 20s. For tomorrow, showers can be expected in the northern areas of Fiji, which will gradually clear to sunny skies. And looking further on to Friday, the weather should be settled with few showers in the eastern and northern parts of the nation. At sea, south to southeast winds 10 to 15 knots, moderate seas. Recapping the main stories for tonight, no more extra fees, says Education Ministry. Quality education is priority for government. A new and improved FBC News starts next Monday. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. On to our poll question this week, we are asking, with the recent publishing of landing costs of all vehicles imported into the country, are you seeing changes in the motor vehicle sales market? To answer, visit our FBC website. Send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. That was your FBC News for tonight from the team and I. Good night.
Hola, we from Latoka. We love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hola, my name is Kanto. I'm from Ba. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hola Fiji, my name is Florence Ratu. I'm from call number 1 in Tavua, and I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits every day and all day.
Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm from the soccer crazy town of Ba. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.